Alright, well, I'll give this a shot. Sure enough, I get my good headset back, and now the issues with the frame drop return. I tweaked things a little bit, and it seems... I mean, it hasn't dropped any frames, but the bitrate's all over the place, so I don't have a whole lot of faith that it's going to stay this way. Yeah, that really sucks. But I guess as long as it's not dropping frames. I had to reduce the bitrate just a little bit, which sucks as well. Oh well. I don't know, I really want to stay on YouTube, but if this doesn't get resolved, I might have to go back to Twitch, because they have a ingest server that's more local to me and doesn't seem to be having the same issues, or at least not anywhere as bad. So I don't know. And I found out yesterday that the one I did, my backup microphone is completely shot, so all I heard was a bunch of static. And you could hear me talk, but the static was really, really bad. So that was not good. So far, no drops. Oh, luckily he's right here. That one missed. That was close. he comes... Yeah, he comes from here. Oh, and he's an archer. Of course he is. Worked out decently, though. Well, it looks good, I guess. The quality will be a little worse. So weird. It'd just be nice to know whether it's like my setup, my connection, or something to do with our provider, like the neighborhood. And of course, they're no help. So.
Sweet-eyed Melon. Sweet-eyed Melon.
That might be better. Even though it doesn't have agility on it, it's got a ton more might and DPS. Critical rating.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
Will you hear my sorrows?
Stay a moment.
You may be of service to me. You may be of service to me.
Oh, he resisted it this time. Why wouldn't he? Got out of that really fast. Is that an escort? Can't remember. I don't seem to recall that there's an escort on this one. That did not go well. Have to. Conspicuous Rummel. That's a weird one. I love it when they do that, when they do that scarecrow thing. I'm not sure why. Now watch, he'll be arranged as well. Okay, good. Well, you definitely have to come back here and blow this summoning horn. See what you need to do.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
Just says save him. Okay, so it is escort. You can do that. Pick a target and stick with it. Really? Okay. Hey Peter, how's it going? Yeah, there's still a fair number of people that play it though, I think. I mean, yeah, they just merged the servers. This fight sucks. And of course he resisted it, why wouldn't he? Having problems. Sadly, you missed DF in the moors. I don't know what DF is. You good now? You good now? Alright. I feel like... Oh, yeah. Does that not work on the moors, I guess? Makes sense. I'm not really a moors player. The only time I've done it as creep. And that was years ago.
My heart cannot sing today.
How can I be of service?
May gewonnen. Will you lend me your ear?
That's why I went back. Although I still have to go back, so... I don't think it really saved any time. That's funny. Oh, of course you're ranged. Which one hit the trap? The wolf hit the trap. Yeah, like, I never got into it enough to know all the weird tricks and stuff. .607, yeah, it's a completely different game then. So I'm sure the Moors is even different. I know they made a lot of changes to account for the skill changes and stuff. Why wouldn't you aggro? level cap was 50, and once you were done with all the quests, you were only needing to do the challenge yourself. Yeah. Yeah, I've just never been a PvP in general, and there's still so much in the main game I haven't done. So yeah, I don't know, it also seemed pretty sparse back when I tried it, so maybe the server merges have helped with that. It certainly helped with the regular game. Also, I'm not really a hunter, I just play one on TV. That's why I don't do things like Desperate Flight. But I'm trying to get a bunch of characters on this server to 60, so... This is the one that I had next to do. Oh, cool. Oh, I gotta... Oh, that's the hunter. My main for most of the game, for the most of the years I've played, has been Guardian. But I'm not really playing that so much right now, so my current main is a burglar. It's a burglar in a level locked group, locked at 60, so we're just doing Moria stuff. I forgot to put a trap down. Yeah, mini has always been my alt. I have had a level cap mini before. And there's instruments of death right now. Plus, I generally like healing. But yeah, the burglar has been really fun. I hear they're not as fun, but I don't know. I didn't play them before the skill change, so... Do I still need Wolf Keeper? Yes. Especially in a group, the burglars are fun. That was the other thing, when I had played them before, I just played them solo, and they're not nearly as fun solo. Because you don't get to take advantage of all the tricks and debuffs that they have. Did I get another one? No, just a meta deed. I think the changes are good. But yeah, I've never been a really hardcore endgame player, so... I guess the one complaint is that it's just really, really easy. Because they changed the skills, made them more powerful, but they didn't really rebalance the game. other than a few of the instances. In terms of, and really not instances themselves, but just the tiers. They made tier 2 a lot more difficult, but landscape stuff is generally just a face roll. That's not to say it isn't still fun, because this game is amazing landscape-wise, but it's definitely not a challenge anymore. Yeah, it could have been trying to appeal to a wider audience. I think it was more... It was more skill bloat. Like, they just had way too many skills. It was ridiculous. You have like two full toolbars full of skills, some of which you just never ever used. They're just really, really niche skills. There are pros and cons to both. I think they just got tired of that, and I mean, you're probably right. There's just stagnation, so they tried to do something different and go more towards what people know. Coming from other games where you have skill trees, they put in these skill trees, which, yeah, I don't mind. I know a lot of people don't like them. They're too WoW-like. I don't think this game has ever been really like one of the best in terms of mechanics. It's kind of it takes a long time to learn it, especially things like legendary items and mounted combat and stuff. But the game's strength has always been its content, its aesthetics, environment, and the group play to a certain extent. I think the group play is really fun. I don't know about its PvP so much, but a lot of people seem to like it, or did seem to like it. Oh, you left before mounted combat? Yeah. Mounted combat is really fun when it works, and not so great the rest of the time. Unfortunately, it only really works in a very few specific instances. Like, it only works, and this makes sense, it only works when you're on like a wide open plain with a lot of room to run around, and you're fighting other mounted enemies. If you're in close quarters fighting a single guy standing, then all you do is go in circles. and it seems to take longer than as if you had just gotten off your horse. Never mind the control issues but I think they've gotten those better. But it was a good idea. I don't think they really implemented it to its full potential. Like there's no mounted instances. They have some warbands, like landscape encounters that are somewhat fun, but I think it was just I'm gonna go back because there's nothing else here. There's wolves here, but not many. Like it's Rohan, you have to have mounted combat. Like it wouldn't fit if they hadn't done something, at least. And, you know, for what it is, it's pretty good, I think. Yeah, it was Rohan. It's the same with the big battles, the epic battles. Like you couldn't just have an instance for Helm's Deep, or you couldn't just have an instance for Minas Tirith, the Battle of Pelennor. Like for all of the hate the big battles get, and you know they're not perfect, but they do actually feel like you're part of the huge battles.
How can I be of service? Stay a
But
moment.
I think I'm biased because I actually like them. A lot of people really hate them.
Shadow is on my spirits. Might you spare a moment of your time?
And I got another point. I guess I'll take Rain of Arrows. I don't know. Rain of Arrows doesn't seem all that useful in the landscape. I like that.
Maid of Honor, will you lend me your ear?
Yeah, like I said, I'm biased. They're extremely difficult to figure out. And there's very little instruction. and even if you do know what you're doing, there's this ramp up. There's a ramp up where you don't have any abilities or skills, and it's really hard to do by yourself. And so I think the intended way is like solo's not really intended. So if you're stowed out by yourself, you really have no way to win because you can't be everywhere at once, and you don't have the ability to place catapults and ballistas and barricades and stuff. So you're really at the mercy of luck. And each battle takes about half an hour, and you can only do them once per day. So it got to the point where you're just like, you would waste an hour, make no progress, not know how to make any better progress because there was no indication of what you should have done better because it was all luck. So there's like this ramp up period, but once it clicks and you get the right abilities, then it's a huge spike up, and then it gets really fun. Which wasn't the greatest design plan. You've always been more of a solo player. How the changes in the game made that harder and harder. I would say they're easier, way easier, except for big battles. But they've systematically removed a lot of the group-only content and made a lot of the areas weaker. Like so, areas that used to be completely elite are now only signature. or things that were signature are now normal. A lot of the epic used to be fellowship only, and they've either made it so you can do it as a solo or completely removed fellowship. And just being more powerful in general, it's extremely easy, I think. Yeah, only in the big battles, only in the epic battles is it harder to solo. That's what I meant. Which is really too bad, because it's like, it's the one... I guess they kind of fixed it with tier 2 instances, but it was the one thing for a while that actually took group coordination. Especially the raid level one. Like, you had to be aware of what was going on in multiple fronts and communicate about where people needed to be, what they needed to do. There are these random encounters that you need to divert resources to. It was just really fun, and really shines in group content, and they missed it with that ramp up period, and so many people had a bad taste in their mouth about it, and it just kind of languished. I think they've made it a little better. They've made some changes to the reward system and fixed a lot of bugs in it, but I'm not really doing endgame content right now, so I haven't tried the new ones that are in Minas Tirith. Okay, let's go kill these wolves real quick. Really? You get to kind of go east-ish, northeast-ish before you find wolves. The Watcher and the Turtle that dropped. Turtle, no. I mean, they're still difficult, but you don't actually need to have 12 people for them anymore. Like, for example, we're planning on doing it in my kinship with 6. And it's completely doable with 6. Watcher is more difficult, I think, because it's got some mechanics that would just require numbers. But that's just like a numbers thing, like removing corruptions. Is it actually difficult? I don't know. I don't think so. But they haven't scaled the Watcher and the Turtle. None of the Mori instances have been scaled. There's Wolf. Let's try Rain of Arrows just for fun. Not really effective on one. Prowler? The Prowlers are wargs. I want Scrub Stalker. Yeah, no problem. I just recently moved to YouTube from Twitch. I've been streaming Lotro on Twitch for about 3 years, I guess. I'm trying to get back into it, but I'm learning the ropes on YouTube. Having some technical issues most of the time, but it seems to be okay now. Yeah, I don't think the game is in any particular danger. They just had way too many servers. They had like 24 servers, and a lot of them were just empty. So with the merge, that's down to 10. 5 US, 5 Europe, and I think that was a good move. Yep, Elendomir's gone. Or will be gone. But they're not deleting any characters. You can transfer them over whenever or if ever you come back. For free. Yeah, I think the only issue with people coming back after a long time was if you were on EU before they moved back from Codemasters to Turbine. If you didn't move your character after so many years, it actually is gone. But Elendomir was US, I think. So I think you're good. Alright. I should probably just go to Moria at this point. Where am I at the deed? I'm 4 away. I should finish this, just so I can do travel easier. So if I just do these 3 and then go to Moria, I should be good.
Hail, friend, and well met. You may be of service to me.
Let's see. Those are for deeds. Is there a task board here? There is not.
How can I be of service?
Clubs. Sword sheaths don't count. Those don't count, so it's really just the clubs.
What do you need?
I hate when they don't have a task chest right next to the board.
May Gavanen.
Okay.
What can I do for you? How can I be of service?
Sell the rest.
Sweet-eyed Melon, how may I be of service?
Okay. Okay, I need to run for now. Well, I only dropped 51 frames over the course. It seemed to be fairly stable. I just wish it wasn't so unreliable. But if I can get that sorted, I hope to be streaming more on here. If it doesn't, then I may have to go back to Twitch until I can figure that out. Anyway, I don't know if I'll be back on today, but sometime next week or next weekend. So, thanks for watching. I will see you next time.